Hey y'all, welcome to Midweek Minis, the show where you get to ask us questions and we tell you personal stories because we got some more, don't we, Leah?
Sure do.
That's exciting. I'm Mitch Lawrence.
Hey,
That's
y'all.
my wife, Leah Lawrence.
Oh, sorry, my turn.
There you
Hey,
go.
y'all.
Hey y'all. There, we got it somehow. And we got a bag full of questions still and some personal stories, so let's go ahead and get one of those personal stories, Leah.
All right. So this week we have a personal story from Dalton, and he sent us his story over on Instagram. So here it is. Let's do
All
it.
right.
Okay. It says, "Hey y'all, need to know if my house is haunted." Okay. Just first off, we are not experts, so hope this isn't serious.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, I'll let you know.
I'm about to move out of my house on Friday, and every night this week so far have been spooky. Sunday night, I saw something dark on the wall, but just turned out to be a hat. LOL.
Oh.
Monday night, a picture fell in my room. Tuesday night, my dog starts barking at like 3 a.m. at nothing. Wednesday night, the dog kept barking again around the same time. Am I haunted or what?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Sounds haunted to me.
You should go ahead and move. Don't wait for Friday. By the time this comes out, it will have most likely already passed.
And congrats on your new place.
Yeah. Congratulations. I hope it's not haunted.
Yeah, and even if it is haunted, fuck it. It's not your
Yeah.
place anymore.
Just have fun.
Also, though,
Well, no, I meant
like,
the new
just
place. I hope
don't...
the new place isn't haunted.
I was going to say, like, just, like, I don't know. Maybe sage your new place a little bit. Make sure nothing came with you, but...
Salt circle.
Yeah, well, no, you don't salt circle unless you're keeping something in, but salt on the doors.
Yeah. Keep
like
stuff
on
out.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, I've always heard that when anything is changing in a structure where there is kind of like a spiritual energy of any kind, be that ghosts or whatever, that things tend, like activity tends to pick up when big changes are happening. So if people are remodeling a home or if people are moving in or moving out, that stirs up activity sometimes. So maybe you're haunted, or maybe it's just a hat. I don't know.
Yeah. It's probably just a whole bunch of hats you got.
Yeah, just
lying
haunted
around.
hats. I don't know. But either way, I'm glad you have a new place and you, knock on wood, won't be haunted there. So
Unless it's just following you.
don't say shit like that.
That'll suck. Maybe one of the
Ugh.
hats is haunted.
A haunted hat.
Yeah.
Although, I have a feeling that's probably a thing.
Yeah, most likely. There's got to be at least one haunted hat in the world.
Well,
right?
because we, when we were at the Smithsonian for our birthdays,
I was there.
Yeah, we were both
Yeah.
together. The Museum of American History has the hat that Abraham Lincoln was wearing the night he was assassinated.
Oh,
And there
I
are
don't
stories
remember
about that hat. It was in the president's display, and I think you just sort of passed by it, but
yeah, I don't remember that.
they had it in a real dark corner because it's incredibly light sensitive, and the lights are real low in that particular area because it is just, a very delicate item. But if you pay attention, you can see it. And they do have actual ghost stories about that and how that particular part of the museum, people have said that they see stuff around there because of the hat. So
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln and whatnot.
Well,
But I mean, Abraham Lincoln's ghost is seen all over that town. So there you go.
Dalton, as long as you don't have a hat somebody was shot in, you might be
Which,
okay.
fingers crossed, is not the
Yeah.
case.
You never know. You never know. All them dirty hats that make their way down families. Well, let's get into questions, Leah.
All right, let's do it.
This one I'm excited about because I don't have to do anything. From Caitlin, who do you suspect Jack the Ripper was? I know nothing about Jack the Ripper, and that's why I'm going to say most likely Sweeney Todd.
I don't think
Moving
that's
on.
the thing.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, at this point, there are so many different people that have been brought forward as suspects that are just incredibly outrageous. Everyone from like the Prince of Wales to some random lady. You know what I mean? Like it's
Jacqueline the Ripper.
yeah. It's. I don't think that it's something that anyone's ever going to solve because of just. I mean, I don't. And to me personally, there are a lot of interesting suspects, but I don't personally believe that anybody that has been brought up as a suspect is guilty. I think it's some random person that ducked in and ducked out and never got caught. You know what I mean? it's been a while since I deep dived into that, and I have been on several occasions, like, just really intensely interested in that story. But like I said, to me, nothing seems to match correctly of the people that have been brought forward. So I would say it's some random person that has been lost to history and time, and it's not something that anyone's ever gonna solve. But I don't know. I would love to find a definitive answer to that. That would be freaking awesome. But I just don't think it's something that, I think it's a rando that never got caught.
Yeah. Because most of them are. I mean, think about it. If the serial killers that you know of weren't caught, you never would have, like, what I was saying, I don't know where I was going with this, but I was going to say that it's just some insignificant person. Because if, like, BTK wasn't caught, you would have never known his name,
And if he hadn't have wanted to be caught, basically, he never would have been either. Because he basically provided police an address, directly. Because, I mean...
And I don't mean that, like, obviously you wouldn't know who the killer was, but I mean, like, it wasn't a movie star that was doing it, is my point. It's almost definitely not a famous person at the time that was Jack the Ripper, is my point.
And, like, I don't know if you've heard about the Israel Keys case that's ongoing right now, but he's the guy that basically traveled all over the country and had like stashes of like tools and stuff all over the country, and while he was traveling around, he would just kill people here and there, and the people didn't match, and the modus operandi just wasn't.
He's like the only serial killer who didn't have. God, the dog won't stop barking. Dobby, shut up.
I think we're haunted.
Yeah, that's what it is. There's a hat over there that's causing a problem. But yeah, he's like the only one who doesn't have a whole bunch of consistencies in all of his shit,
So like I said...
Or like a pattern of escalating,
If he hadn't have wanted to be caught, he wouldn't have been caught. It's one of those things. So nowadays it's a lot more difficult to do stuff like that and remain unknown. But at that time period, in that particular location, Whitechapel was just absolutely... god-awful slums, overcrowded like crazy. I mean, and most of the women, that were killed were sex workers, but they were, what, five or six, depending on how many you think are actual Ripper victims. They were just 5 of thousands. You know what I mean? Like, it's impossible to say, but that's my opinion.
It's definitely... I would say 99.9% not one of the famous people they bring up in the conspiracy theories.
But maybe it is, and okay.
Now, I do believe that the Zodiac was Ted Cruz, though. I'm a firm believer
Time-traveling Ted Cruz.
No, he didn't time travel.
Well, he was like 4, so...
Well, his dad. That's right, it was his dad. Yeah. I forgot that part. I just wanted to be Ted Cruz because he's such a douchebag. Anyway.
Right?
So, yeah, it would be just totally worth it. All right, from Marissa... What is a dream you have never told anyone?
What kind of dream? Like I'm a sleep dream or like an aspiration dream?
It says, what is a dream that you have never told anyone? So take that with what you will.
Okay, I'm going to go sleeping dreams.
Okay.
I have a repeated dream of just I'm swimming through a very like thick liquid, and it's generally it's something thick. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm swimming through it. It feels like food of some sort. So like a...
Soup. You're in soup.
Yeah, similar. I was going to think more of like a syrup texture, but that's the whole dream. I'm just like swimming, and I would say almost drowning in something that's real thick and syrupy, but I don't know what it is. And I always wake up before I like drown or get out of it. So that's it. It's just a weird recurring night terror that I have sometimes. And it is a terror because I'm scared, and I do believe it's like a drowning sensation. So
yeah, well,
there's that one.
That's terrifying.
I don't think I've ever told you that, have I?
No, you haven't told me about your soup swimming. You haven't.
Like I said, I think it's more of a syrup than a soup, but it is just some kind of thick liquid, and I get the feeling that it's a food of some sort, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I don't know about me, but I'm going to go with sleeping dreams too. I don't know if I've talked about it on the show, but I know I've told you, Leah, when I was young, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 maybe, in that area, I would get these night terrors where, like, I wasn't dreaming. But I don't know, maybe they were panic attacks, because it was a sensation of everything around me moving really quickly, but then slowing way down to a halt, then moving really quickly and slow. And I don't even know how to describe it. Like, nothing was moving. Nothing was moving in my vision, but I had the sensation that everything around me was moving really quickly, and then slowing to a halt, and then really quickly, and it was just, something was going on that terrified me. I don't know what it was, but it would happen every once in a while. And I guess it was night terrors. I don't know. But again, I wasn't asleep when it was happening, but it would only happen late at night, you know. Huh, that's it. And then I went for a dip in some soup. That was the whole thing. No, I don't know what that was, but that's a dream, I guess. I've never told anyone. I've told people, but not on here, I don't think. I don't know. What do you think about that, Leah? What was happening to me?
Do you remember, I think it was an Adam Sandler movie where he had that remote control?
Yeah, click.
I think he was just outside of your bedroom window, just
that's probably what it was.
Fast forwarding. And
again, there was nothing visual happening. No sounds. It was just a sensation that was so fucking weird. I don't know what it was. Well, let's move on from Marissa. What is the funniest name you have actually had used or heard used in the real world? Go ahead, Leah.
I can't say it. Damn it.
Because you'll get in trouble.
Y'all, I work with the general public on a regular basis. And there are some people that just do not know how to name children. Like, just shouldn't. Like, shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you any of their names because I am bound by my contract to never say it. So I can't tell you. But let me tell you, there are some doozies.
Yeah.
But I will tell you one.
And she means there are people named Doozy.
Yeah, no, that might actually have been a thing at one point. Lots of people named after food, brands, cars, seasons.
Yeah.
All sorts of crazy shit. But the one that I can tell you because it's not a client of mine was just someone that used to work in they were the manager of a retail store that my mom liked to go to. It was Catherine's or something. It was like plus size women's clothing. I mean, I used to go in there with her, and the manager of that store, her name was Felony, like a felony, like I have committed a felony, but it was spelled Phelony, like Melanie, but it's with a PH. And I was just like, the first time I realized what her name was, I was just like, oh my. And then my mom was like, is that your real name? And she's like, yes, it is my real name. My mom, I don't know what she was thinking. And she just went off. She said, do you know how hard it is to apply to jobs with the name of Felony? She's the sweetest lady. So just, she's a really cool woman. But, yeah, I can imagine, she had worked her way up to being the store manager of a pretty big store. So, I mean, she was doing great for herself, but I'm just saying that is a difficult name to live with. Just,
I've said many times that I worked with someone whose name was Tequila, Tikila. That was pretty rough. I heard of someone, I didn't know them, but I know that it was a real person, a real name, whose name was Letitia.
Oh no!
Not like spelled how it sounds, like LATISSUE, Letitia. That was a real thing. There's some good ones. And again, I don't know that I should say them because
my grandmother had a cousin named Plum Smiley.
What?
Their name was Plum Smiley. PLUMB Smiley. I think the last name was something. I think it was Nash was the last name, but Plum Smiley was his first and
there
middle name.
There are some crazy names on both sides of your family.
Oh, there are. Some of our names are redneck as fuck. It's a problem, but yeah. There you go.
Yeah. That's good. We can end there. Just know that we do know of more.
Just know that I have, if I could ever,
if we see you in a bar somewhere.
If we ever have a meetup, I will let you know, but I cannot broadcast actual names, but there's so fucking many of them.
This will be a fun one. Again, we should start reading these in advance so we can come up with stuff.
Okay.
From Marissa, what secret conspiracy would you like to start? Go for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're into this, aren't you?
That is a great question.
Yeah, I know. We can maybe revisit this one too.
A conspiracy that I want, not that I want to have happened, but I want to start the rumor that it's a thing.
Yeah.
God, that's a great question, but what would it be? Just something innocuous and silly, but that would like twitch people out. I don't know.
Jack the Ripper was Ted Cruz. That's mine.
Ted Cruz is a time traveler, and in fact, he has been Jack the Ripper and the Zodiac Killer and just all the rest of them. No,
he's been Israel Keys. That's a young Ted Cruz coming from the past.
Oh Lord, that's such a good question.
You're doing great.
I'm not doing great though.
You got it. You got it.
Can you shut up?
You got it.
To me, it would be something to mess with kids, I guess. So, like, saying that, like, if you open the bag of Doritos and inhale the air, like, that'll get you high or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, something just really silly that wouldn't hurt anybody, but, like,
all that shit
kids would believe, you know.
Yeah, kids already believe all that kind of stuff anyway. You're a terrible person.
Yes, I'm a shithead. What am I going to say? I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't want it to be anything that would like actually affect people's lives because, you know, people will believe some crazy ass bullshit. So I don't know. It would have to be something fun and funny. You know, of the blinker fluid variety.
Yeah, I was going to say like mellow yellow makes your penis small because that's what children believe too because of yellow number 5. Mellow Yellow is just fantastic.
I love Mellow Yellow, but I haven't had one in a very long time.
There may be some correlation. I'm just saying. What did you say?
I said I love Mellow Yellow, but we just don't really drink it because we don't really drink sodas. But
no, I was going to say I drank it a lot as a child, and you know.
Well, there you go.
Shit, fucking, it's true, y'all. Everything was happening for me beforehand.
That's our answer. Mellow Yellow makes dicks small.
Yeah. Well, that one's already out there, though.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a legitimate. Okay.
I was told that a lot as a child, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Mellow Yellow's delicious. Now look at me.
It's okay. Mellow Yellow's good, though.
Yeah. So. I love Mellow Yellow. From Marissa, again. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Just one, Leah.
Just one?
Just one.
Fuck.
You get one. You can lay out a list and you can say, I'll pick one from this list.
No, I would get rid of my anxiety. Who the fuck wouldn't get rid of it?
I agree.
I have a serious anxiety disorder and it sucks. And if it could just go away in the blink of an eye, that's what I would pick. Like, I mean, I know I'm fat. I would like to not be fat, but if I'm picking anxiety or fat, I'll just be fat and not be anxious. That would be great.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that I would do the same thing. I would just take the body over, you know, fixing anything in the mind. Because it's not that I've realized it recently, but I've definitely come to grips with the fact that I have anger issues. Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm not really an angry person. But you know this better than anybody. When things frustrate me, I'll just like sit in a room and yell. Just loud. I'll just go fuck really loud, like once or twice. And then I'm like, okay, I was kind of an asshole there. And I make it a point to not do it in front of anyone. Like, I don't get frustrated in public at all. But when I'm home, like, the dog won't stop barking. And I'll just be back here and I'll go, Samus, shut the fuck up. And it's like, that's not doing anything. She's not going to stop. But it frustrates me. Dobby gets under my feet. I get angry at him. I don't hurt him, but I'm just like, get the fuck out of the way, you piece of garbage. And I talk to Dobby in very rough ways. And I shouldn't do that anymore. Look at him. His feelings are hurt right now just hearing me do it.
No, it's not. He loves everything. That dog, you could throw something at his face and he would still love you. Well, we don't, by the way. We treat these dogs like they are just the prince and princess of the home because they are.
Well, they are, yeah.
But
Steve's the king.
Indeed.
Steve rules the house.
I think Steve is the emperor, really.
But I would. That's definitely something that I got from, I would say probably my dad. Like, frustration is the worst thing in the world for me. I can deal with like people angry at me, yelling at me, making fun of me, whatever. But like, if the internet goes out, fucking shit, you'll have no idea how frustrated I get. Leah has seen it firsthand. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I want to hit the wall. And I'm just like, why is the internet not working? I'm in the middle of something. Because everything we do has the internet now. Like, we don't watch TV. We just watch YouTube or Netflix all the time.
And really, you could just sit there and be like, yeah, it'll come back on in like 3 minutes. Just give it a second.
But I'm frustrated that it fucking stopped working, Leah. I'm so angry.
I know.
Oh, yeah, if I could just get rid of frustration. And I could definitely work on that. But, you know, I'm just saying I haven't.
If you need a therapist, I know a girl.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah. I might have to do that, Leah. Might have to start taking care of the anger issues. I'm generally a happy person, though. I'm very happy, but little things, Leah.
I know.
They piss me off. From Alexandra, do you believe history is doomed to repeat itself?
Not repeat, but I've read the phrase, and I don't know who said it, but history doesn't really repeat itself, but it rhymes. So, it's just one of those things that it might not play out in the same way every time, but it's got a stank of what happened before. And I do believe that, because a lot of the issues that we have are human nature problems, and we haven't found a cure for that yet. So yeah, people are going to be shitty to each other. They just are. And the ways that they're shitty to each other tend to repeat, and it sucks. And I'm hoping that as a planet, we're getting better at that. But, unfortunately, I don't know that that's the case. Repeat, no, but continue in cycles of shitty human nature. Yeah.
Well, just about every 80 years, we have like one people trying to wipe out a culture. So, you know, I say this one's going to pass, and then in 80 more years, there's going to be another one. White supremacy is going to rise up again. Everybody's going to be like, the Nazis aren't so bad. And then they're going to give it 10 years and go, ooh, yeah, they were pretty bad. Maybe I should fuck off a little bit, you know. And then in 80 more years, they're going to go, no, they weren't so bad. The Confederates were the good guys. They were fighting oppression, you know. I know I bring that up a lot, but god damn it, y'all, you have no idea how much we hear that shit down here. God,
it's a problem.
Awful. It's so stupid. There's so many stupid people down here, y'all. You have no idea. No idea.
They're not just down here, though. They're pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, but it's kind of a cancer down here that everybody gets. Everybody just kind of has it. And it permeates.
I don't know. I do think just as generations go on, a lot of the people that were staunch about that kind of thing are dying. So I don't think
in the next... Yeah, but now there are young people that are doing the same thing. That's
I get that, but that's more of an isolated pocket kind of situation. I think it's getting better when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I had ancestors that fought for the Confederacy. I do. And I don't like it. But I mean, I can respect the fact that they were fighting a war that they just got caught up in, and it sucks. And I hate that that was a thing. And I'm happy that, you know, they served what they thought was best, but I don't believe in what they were fighting for. And I've come to terms with that. And, you know, that's not a symbol for me. It's not something that I would ever, you know, it's a traitorous flag. You know what I mean? Like, I would never personally do that. You know what I mean? Like, I just... Yeah. It's about coming to terms with it and just like letting it the fuck go. And a lot of people haven't come to the letting it go part, which, I mean...
Well, they haven't come to terms with it either.
Yeah.
They still say that it's about their heritage. I mean, they're these people that we know, Leah, that we know these people.
Yeah, I know.
They go, it's about our heritage. And you're like, no, it's fucking not. It's about you holding on to being a racist. It literally is, because I've heard these people say terribly racist shit, and they go, I'm not racist, right after saying it.
Yeah, well, that's 100% a thing. But, like I said, like I said, it's really difficult because I am a more socially liberally leaning person, obviously. And it's weird living where we do, being the white people that we are, raised in rural areas like we have been. You know, I've heard a lot of that growing up, and once again, it's not something that it's just something that's really difficult for people to come to terms with, I guess, and I don't know why, but you know, what bothers me is that people are all about, this is America and you've got to do things in America, and if you don't like America, leave it. And I'm just sitting here going, like, you're literally flying the flag of a traitorous nation. Like, what do you... What?
Yeah, it's really stupid.
It doesn't go together for me, and I think that's my problem. And there's just a cognitive dissonance there that just what?
Yeah, but you can't explain it to anyone.
No, you can't.
Because they don't want to listen.
Like I said, I'm trying to be as open-minded and as like accepting of all peoples as possible. But sometimes people frustrate me. But you know, you just got to keep loving people and trying to, you know,
I disagree
hope that they stop being fucking assholes.
I disagree with the loving people thing. Just let them be, but I don't have to give a shit about you. Fuck you. You're an asshole. You're a racist piece of shit.
I'm a very empathetic person. I really hope that there's somewhere within the recesses of everybody not a giant gaping asshole, but I don't know. Some people that just might be the fact. I don't know. Well,
you know, I mean, I like to understand where people are coming from, but then I'm perfectly fine telling them that is a terrible mindset to have.
Yeah.
Like I understand, but I'm just, you know, I'm fine with telling them you suck for having that ideal.
I'm a very conflict adverse person, so I am comfortable saying, look, you're toxic, you're a racist, I'm not going to be friends with you. That's fine. But like, I'm not going to get into an argument about it on Facebook because it gives me panic attacks, if that makes sense.
I don't like doing that either. I've done it, but I don't like doing that. Oh, yeah, I agree. But I mean, you were saying that you want to believe that inside people is always a piece of good somewhere. And see, this is where I'm like, I have conflicting ideas about like the death penalty. Because I firmly believe that there are some people that are just beyond saving. And they just should be put down. People like Hitler, that kind of stuff. You just need to be killed. Fuck you. You don't need to be in prison for the rest of your life. You know, that kind of thing. But overall, I'm pretty much anti-death penalty. But I'm not 100% there. I'm on the spectrum. That's how I'd say it. I'm on the death penalty spectrum.
I don't think that's a thing.
Well, it is. Because I've said that it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know. Anyway, history is almost definitely destined to repeat itself, Alexandra. That's the conclusion we've come to.
Well, that got deep and a little dark.
Yeah. That's how I like it. Right? You didn't care for it?
Not so much.
Yeah. Well, if y'all want to have conversations with us about it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, go right ahead and do it. We would love to, especially Leah.
I don't think so. No, I mean, if anyone actually legitimately wants to have a conversation about it, yeah, I'm totally down. But if someone's going to yell at me about Confederate flags, you can just not, because I'm not going to respond.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'll respond. I will, because I just love it. I just love the trolling. It makes me happy. It does, Leah. It does something for me. Maybe that's where my anger issues come from.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a thing.
I don't know, y'all, but hit us up on Facebook and let us know how you feel. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, don't really do that. Y'all just listen and you know, keep posting raccoon memes and stuff.
Fucking love raccoon memes.
Possum memes.
Possums.
All that. But anyway, y'all, this was a fun midweek minis.
I wouldn't call it fun.
I enjoyed myself. You didn't enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go, y'all. Well, we've got a main episode, as always, coming out on Sunday, but we're also getting together a Patreon episode right now.
Because we have kind of neglected that for the last couple of months due to health and holidays and etc. And we're getting back on that shit. We don't want to miss one this year. So we're going to be releasing a Patreon episode this week. We'll let you know on Facebook and Instagram when that drops.
Probably Twitter too, if I can remember.
If you can remember the password. Or
No, I get on Twitter all the time.
Okay.
I just don't end up tweeting anything. Like I mostly just see what Patton Oswalt's doing.
I agree. He's a
pretty
good
much it.
follow.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, this was fun, and we will see you this weekend for the main release.
All right, bye, y'all.